G'day. Today I'm going to talk about something that I'm probably going to cop a bit of flack about, but I think it's important, and it's something that's certainly important in my business. I'm going to talk about whether or not client-supplied copy can actually be fixed. See, I get about, say, 30% of my copywriting clients come to me with copy that they've written themselves and they ask me to fix it. Invariably, or almost always, I'll say no, or I'll talk them out of it. And I'm going to run through an example now, explaining why. So let's say a client brings me some copy for a new car. Let's choose the Toyota Camry as an example. Now the client-supplied copy reads as follows. Our new Camry has 117 kilowatt VVTi engines and friction reducing roller rockers. Some very exciting copy there. It doesn't read terribly well and the client knows it. In fact, that's why he's brought it to me. But the catch is that he doesn't want me to rewrite it, he just wants me to fix it. And the common words for this are, can you polish it to make it professional and effective? Now, I can certainly overhaul the copy, and I might make it more readable, and I might make it read something like this. In the all-new Camry, you'll go fast, and you'll notice the savings of the Bowser too. As you can see, I've stopped talking about features and started talking about benefits. I've also made the reader the subject and used an active voice. So I've put the reader in control. I've made it easier for them to imagine themselves in the car, and in doing that I've kind of made a compelling case for them to hop in. But there's more to engaging effective copy than that. Effective copy isn't just saying things well, it's saying the right things well. It's about figuring out what the right things are before you actually start writing. And that's the real trick. Now the way I do that is simply to ask the client who their customers are, what benefits they hope to get out of it, what problems they hope to get out of the product, who's making the buying decision. Now I guarantee if you ask this client those questions, for instance, who's making the decision to come around to the showroom and take a test drive, the husband or the wife? I know in my household it wouldn't be me making that decision, it'd be my wife. So I think that there's a fairly good chance that it would be the wife who is making that decision. Certainly it's worth asking. And if it was the wife, then should we really be talking about speed? I would imagine that there's a pretty good chance that the wife would be more interested in things like safety, for instance. So in talking about speed, we're really talking past that particular audience, past the audience that's really the target of this communication. So what we should really be talking about, the message that we should really be conveying, is more something like this. In the all-new Camry, you'll know the kids are safe. Now let's compare that with the client-supplied copy. As you can see, the client-supplied copy makes no mention of safety whatsoever. So while getting from here to here is an overhaul of the client-supplied copy, getting from here to here is a complete rewrite. Nothing in the client-supplied copy was relevant, so I had to come up with something entirely new. In my experience, this is what happens virtually every time a client comes to me with pre-written copy. What they want and what they need are two different things. So nearly every time these days I just say no. I explain the situation, I explain the difference, and I tell them, this is just not going to work for these reasons. But ultimately, I would, out of the 30% of clients who actually do request it, that I polish some pre-written copy, I would probably only ever overhaul about 1% of my client's copy. The rest is either a readability edit or a complete rewrite.